MecaStack has options to account for many of the common attachments which you will encounter, such as ladders and platforms, piping, etc. Inevitably, there will be some types of attachments that you will encounter that were not specifically accounted for in the application. For these situations, we have the general attachment option, which basically lets you account for any attachment, either internal or external, that you could have on the stack. To access it, go to Attachment and then General, and here you see the uniform or concentrated options. First, let's go over the uniform option. Uniform means that the attachment is distributed over some length of the stack. For example, if you had liquid collecting in the base of the stack, or a personnel shield on a region of the stack, then you would probably select the uniform option since it is uniformly applied over a specified length. First, enter a description of the attachment, which can be very helpful for documenting what you are modeling. The top elevation defines where the attachment starts at the top and the bottom is where it ends. The attachment is assumed to act from the top to the bottom elevation. The load type defines the primary load type for the attachment, and based upon that selection, it will determine how it will be handled in the load combinations performed in the analysis. The wind area indicates the wind area of the uniform attachment per unit length. This one can be a bit confusing to understand, so let's do an example to illustrate. Assume you have a flat object that is 1 meter wide and extends from the top to the bottom elevation. We believe the shape factor for this object would be 1.4. The total area would be 1.4 square meters for every 1 meter of stack that it covers. We would enter this as 1.4, and its units would be square meters per meter. Those units would simplify to just meters, and so you could also refer to this as 1.4 meters. Practically, you can take the effective width of the item you are modeling, multiply the appropriate shape factor, and then enter the width times the shape factor and use it as the effective area. If the attachment was inside the stack and does not experience any wind loads, then you would enter 0 in this field. Please note that as a value is specified for wind area, there is a wind area total field that is automatically updated. The reverse is true also. If you enter the total wind area, then the wind area is updated automatically also. The uniform weight is the weight per uniform length. This is connected to the weight column, and so changing the uniform weight will automatically update the weight column. The reverse is true as well. We have covered the uniform general attachment. Now we will explain the concentrated general attachment. This would typically be used if you had a more concentrated attachment, such as a control panel or aircraft warning light. You are just specifying an attachment over a smaller, more discrete region of the stack. As before, we specify the description of the item. The elevation is the center of mass where the attachment is located. The wind area here is the total wind area of the item, with any shape factor included. Once again, the load type is the primary load type for the attachment, and this is how it will be handled in the load combinations. The graphics will not show anything related to general attachment entries, but you will see them listed in the weight and wind area summaries in the analysis results.